Hello, it's Mark here from GrimtreeGames.com, online game store and blog. And in this video we're going to do an overview of Cadaver from Triple S Games. So this is going to be a Kickstarter that's out relatively soon. And we've got obviously a bit of a press pack, a bit of a preview look. So I've had a game, I've had a look, and I'll let you know how it plays, what we think. So first of all, this is the press pack. The box that comes won't look like this. This is just what we got because it's got the decks in and stuff and the instructions. This is what you get. This is the game. These are the cards. First thing to note is the art is creepy but very cool. Okay. So Cadaver. So you're raising bodies. You're a necromancer. So lots of nice art. So what we'll do is we're going to take you through a few turns, take you through a game, explain how it works, and then have a few observations. Okay, so let's think. First thing we do is, well, I'll take you through the cards first of all. These are acolytes. Okay, there's 3 of them. That's the brain guy. I'm sure there's a proper name. Potion guy, scroll guy, and potion guy. There you go. I think there's 3 of those. 3 of each of those, I think, in each deck. These are ghouls that let you pinch things. These are the zombies that you're trying to raise. There's 3 types of zombie. There's that guy, that girl, woman, and scallywag. There's a 4th type, which is there's only one, and you get lots of points if you raise him. So that's good. These are the ingredients you need. You need brains, scrolls, and potions. Okay. You can also put a lid on the coffin, and if you get a lid, you need the key to take it off. I think that's all the cards. And again, there's not lots of text to worry about. It's just nice, big, bold pictures. Good illustration. Okay, so well, let's get started. So first thing we do is there's going to be a pile in the middle of 2 of each resource. That'll do. Okay. I'll shuffle the rest. Now, one deck will play 2 to 3 players. You can add an additional deck to take it up to 6 players. Okay, because when the deck runs out, the game's over. So obviously, you need more cards for more players. So we've got them there. So we'll have an imaginary player 1, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh my word! That was shuffle. Can't deal. 5. Just can't deal with it. That's going to be the draw pile. Okay, so now then, very simple game, to be honest. At least the rules written are. In fact, the rules come on these rule cards. Again, I don't know if this will be the same in the final version. But yeah, nice and easy. So, okay. Taking in turns. On your turn, you lay 2 cards. You draw back up to 5. After you've drawn, you can do trading. So laying, drawing, trading. Very simple. Now the objective is to score as many of these zombies as you can. Okay. Now you get a point for each one of these that you manage to resurrect. If you get 1 of each of the 3. So if you remember what that skeleton one looked like, so if you had that and the skeleton one, if you had that, you get 7 points. If you get 3 of just 1, you get 5 points. Okay, and if you get the one that I showed you before, that's like a unique one, the Abomination Corpse, is worth 3 points. So that's how it scores. Dead easy. So laying cards. How do you lay down cards? Well, these you lay down on the table, ready to be resurrected. So I could lay him down. The resources are laid on top of the zombies to resurrect them. So in our example turn here, so let's say, okay, so I'm going to put him down, and I'm going to put a portion on to start the resurrection. So that's 2 cards. So now I can draw 2 cards. Well, you draw back up to 5. Sorry, you draw back up to 5. So I can draw from here. That's fine. If I had an acolyte in front of me that I put down, those ones that we showed you before, I could actually pull from these resource piles instead, but I don't. So I pick up from here. So 1, 2. Okay, there we go. That's player 1's turn done. Put player 1 over there. So player 2. That's what's going on over here. Oh, now then. Okay, so I have options now. So player 2. I can play 2 cards. I could play this and then wait for a resource next turn to pawn top. Or I could be a horrid person and play a ghoul. Now, ghoul lets you pinch a card from another player. I could, a pile, so I could pinch that, move it over. Or if I had an acolyte, I could pinch the acolyte. Okay. Or, to be another mini pants, I could put a coffin lid on his pile there that blocks it from being used. The only thing that can undo that is a key. Okay. So if the other player, I could do that, but if the other player had a key, you can just take it off. So let's do that because I'm a meanie pants. So I'm going to do that, and I'll put a zombie down as well. Okay. So that's my turn. No acolytes, so I've got to pick up from here. Okay. Back to player 1. Curses player 2. I don't have a key. I could return fire. Ha! There you go. And what does he need? He needs a key. So I can't even put anything on top of it. It's locked out. So for my second turn, I'll put another zombie down, and I'll pick 2. Okay, that's my 2 I've picked. Focus camera, thank you. So player 2. What's player 2? Back to player 2. What did I get? Well, I'm locked as well now, and I don't have a key. Now, one thing that we've been missing out here, because I'm plugging into myself, which is relatively tricky to do, is trading. You can trade any card and agree to trade with any player on your turn. So you could ask for keys if you needed a key, and then they could ask for resources. You know how trading works. You're not stupid. So yeah. But obviously it's pretty hard to illustrate that. Now I can't really do anything. Now what you can do is, instead of, if there's a card you want to get rid of, but you can't lay it, you can just discard it. Okay. Well, I tell you, no, I've got a ghoul on it, so what I'll do, I'll use the ghoul. That is actually discarded out the game over there, and I'll pinch that zombie there. Okay. Now then, and then 2 cards. No, sorry, I've got something else to do. I'll have to. So I can't really use it on anything, don't think. So I'll discard a card out and get 2 cards. Oops. Okay. Now then, anyway, let's go back to player 1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to engineer something here slightly. Oh, player 1 didn't get cards today, so let's get cards and hope I get something I want. I don't. But first of all, that's the key. Okay. Have I just picked up? I think I've just destroyed part of the game. I think it doesn't matter. It's only an example. So yeah, so I picked up a key. So now I can lay a key down on top of a coffin lid and get rid of it. It counts as my laying action. Now I don't have one, so I'm gonna. Oh, the game's broke at this point, I know, but you get the idea. I'm gonna pick one of these. Okay, so if I had one of these guys in my hand as my laying action, I can put him down. Now what that means is, whilst he's in front of me, instead of picking up from here, I can pick up from these resource piles here. Okay. Which is handy. Now let's have a look. See, let's engineer a situation again. So let's say on this player's turn, let's say we've got let me tell you how to score. These symbols at the top here, 2 potions and a brain is what you need to score him. So if in my laying actions I've managed to lay this on him, okay, as soon as I lay down, as soon as I lay down the last card I need, he's scored. So what we do is we take them off and put them in the resource piles. Yeah. And he goes into our scoring pile. Super duper. So as these are scored, these resource piles in the middle fill up, which means that when you get these acolytes, you can get from these piles here. And that really is it. I mean, those are the rules in a nutshell. Nice and quick and easy. So, observations and thoughts. My observations and thoughts would be, it's a good game, we liked it, it's nice and quick. First couple of games we played, it didn't sort of click at first. I think we were just sort of finding our feet. And I think one of the big reasons for that is we didn't really do any trading because nobody wanted to trade in case they traded another player into a situation that would make him win, if that makes sense. Everybody was literally playing the cards close to the chest because they didn't want to give too much away, didn't want to give the wrong card away and lose the game. However, once people sort of realised that what they needed, and also that trading wasn't necessarily just the resources, you could trade, trading keys, for example, and acolytes and whatnot. That sort of got the flow going. And that's when the fun started to enter the table. So that was good. We enjoyed that. Another point to note is that when this pile goes, actually, last turn rules. If 2 seconds, let me just confirm something. That's it. Drawing of the final card from the deck signals this is done. So basically, once the last card goes, every player has one last turn where they can do some trading beforehand, but then they lay every single card that they've got. So say, for example, you've got a zombie, so you've got enough to complete a zombie in your hand, you get to do that at the last turn. However, once all these cards have gone, it's game over. So what we also worked out is that if you wanted to, because the first couple of games are quite short, but if you wanted to prolong the game, obviously you're better off getting your acolytes down and getting from these resource piles in the middle, because that means you score more before the end of the game. So again, that was just a learning curve. Other fun tactics are putting coffin lids on your own piles, because you might have a key, but you don't have the resources to finish it off. You don't want anybody else to pinch it. So that happened once or twice. Locking your own piles out, that's good. That was a sneaky tactic. Also, like I say, a 3-player game, trading keys with somebody else who needed a key because the third player had locked the coffin down. That's always good fun. Essentially, yes, like I said, these acolytes are super important. Now the ghouls, where you can pinch other people's things, there was quite a lot of backstabbing going on, but it was fun backstabbing. It was enjoyable, super enjoyable. I think really the last thing I want to note is, I said it before at the beginning, but the art on these cards is super, super awesome. Attention to detail. For example, I'm pretty sure this is the final art for the game. One change might be that I think these icons here might be like separated out slightly, but I like that they're up there because it means that you can stack them as such. Yeah, stack them down. You can see what symbols are. That's quite good. But that one attention to detail is right. So the acolytes, just so it's super obvious. Come on, camera, play the game. Just so it's super obvious what it is, but it's also a part of the art. He's holding a scroll, but there's a black outline around the scroll. Sort of like say, we're talking about the scroll. Same with the brain dude. Big black outline around the brain to sort of show that. So yeah, love it. So there we go. Cadaver from Triple Ace Games, a game of light-hearted necromancy. 2 to 3 players, 1 deck. Add another deck for up to 6 players. We only played 3 players. We didn't get a chance to do a full 6. I imagine a full 6 would be mental, with lots of cards flying around and lots of good fun. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And until next time, see you later.